There are moments in life when the heat of daily routine, whether it is physical or mental, becomes overwhelming. At that very moment, we crave an escape, a place where the mind can breathe and the soul can rest. That is when the mountains call. So, me and my friends decided to answer that call, leaving behind the heating city for the, beautiful and cool nature. This trip was not just about a change in scenery. It is all about seeking something deeper, a journey from the rush of life to the quiet beauty of the earth. Sometimes the greatest adventures are not about, where we go, but what we discover along the way. And in those mountains, we really found a kind of heaven that no map can show. So, ladies and gentlemen, you all know that before every great journey, there is a moment of anticipation, and I hope you have, experienced it too. So, we stood waiting for our ride, but the vehicle arrived late, as if nature was reminding us that no matter how much we plan, life has its own rhythm. And when the car finally arrived, we were ready to leave behind the rush of the city, to let the road guide us towards the peaceful heights of Nathiagali and Mushkpuri, where we had planned to go. So, with each passing mile, the busy street of Peshawar faded into memory, replaced by the unfolding beauty of nature. When I particularly talk about the roads, the road stretched on like an unspoken promise, winding through the valleys where the green hills kissed the sky. Every tree, every mountain whispered a secret older than the time itself. We could feel the, heartbeat of the earth under the wheel, as if reminding us that we are only brief travelers through this ancient land. So, when it comes to our daily lives, in the rush of our daily lives, we often forget that the world moves at its own pace and the nature waits for no one. The air felt, that was very pure. The wind spoke in a language we hadn't heard before. So it was as if the mountains themselves were saying to pause, to breathe, and to simply be. So, yeah, we were truly enjoying those moments, but suddenly we were stopped by the traffic police, and I think there was a documentation issue with our vehicle or what. It is not clear because the driver didn't tell us clearly, but yeah, it was a kind of, that was a kind of, disheartening thing, but somehow the challan that was paid by the driver, so yeah, we were okay with it then. So then we arrived at Nathiagali, a place where the mountains stand tall as a guardian of tranquility. Nature seemed alive with its own rhythm. Every leaf, that was every breeze, every bird, so everything that they were making the nature more beautiful. We walked along the paths craved by the time when, where the earth and sky met in a perfect harmony. When it comes to walking in such places, so my philosophy is a bit different from yours. Might be your is also same, but see, whenever it comes to walking in the roads of life, for me it is not just about moving forward, but it's all about understanding the path beneath your feet. Every road tells a story. Some are smooth and easy, while the others are rocky and full of twists. Yet, it is on the difficult roads that we often learn the most about ourselves, or the most difficult lessons of our life. As we walk, each step is a reminder that progress is not always fast. Sometimes it is the slow, steady, or that brings the most clarity, allowing us to see things we would have missed if we rushed. Walking the road is a conversation with the universe. For me, it's a silent exchange between, our footsteps and the earth, reminding us that while the roads may be long, it is a privilege to travel it. So, yeah, Here I have seen in the name of wild animals, I have just observed some of my students here and they were running away from me as my students most of the time do. Whether I see them in the restaurants, at the parks, or the markets, so they don't come to me to pay salam, they just run away. So same, this student was doing the same. So yeah, it was nothing but the real journey started from here. Here I was collecting the money for the ticket to buy the tickets for the track. So yeah, I collected the money and we started the most difficult and challenging journey of the day. Why I am saying it is difficult or challenging, it was very difficult and challenging, and the reason was it had rained the day before and the smooth path had turned into muddy, slippery ground. So that was making it harder to walk. It used to be very easy path and it became difficult for us because of the rain. Each step had to be taken very carefully. So on the way, we have seen some people, they were making pictures with the Pakistani flag. So it was the time of Azadi, so we asked them to give us the flag, and we also captured some good pictures and videos. Yes, then the journey again started with a difficult one, but it was quite good that on the way there was this kind of very small dhaba where we enjoyed pakoras. So a single plate of 500 rupees. So थोड़ी अमीरी वाली feelings भी आ रही थी. So after enjoying the tea and the pakoras, we started our journey again. In these tall trees, they stood, like silent guardians, reaching towards the sky, their branches whispering ancient secrets. Walking beneath them, it was easy to feel small, but in that smallness came a sense of freedom, a chance to lose myself in the quiet embrace of nature. There is something comforting about getting lost in nature. Among the towering trees and the endless green, that the worries of the world fade away. Nature asks nothing of you whenever you go to nature. So what nature expects? It expects to be present, to breathe, to listen, and to feel it. In the shadows of the tall trees, the path ahead seemed to disappear. But sometimes losing the trail is the best way to find yourself, to reconnect with the world that moves at its own pace, untouched by the rush of the time. The deeper I wandered into the forest or into these woods, the more I realized that getting lost was not about losing my way, but about finding peace in the quiet, silent, stillness of that nature. So here I was surrounded by those tall trees and I felt truly free. So here we finally reached the top. So Mushkpuri greeted us with a view that words cannot fully capture. The horizon stretched endlessly, reminding us of the infinite possibilities their life holds. If only we dare to look beyond our immediate worries. There time seemed to stand still, and in the moment the mountains, the valleys and the skies became a part of us. But remember, reaching there was not an easy task. You can see the muddy track that seemed a mirror life itself. Sometimes the path we choose is not clear, and progress is very slow. With every step forward, we felt our feet sink in a little deeper, as if nature was reminding us that nothing is free. So on the top, we had enjoyed some activities. So in the name of activities, there was only one thing available, which was horse riding. So we enjoyed horse riding. After that, barbecue made by some uncles, don't know who were they, but we captured and they were kind enough, so we enjoyed with them. And yes, I don't know about this very little kida or the insect. It's a type of fly, maybe. I really like it, so I played with it. So yeah, it was a very small time on the top, so we have to come back because it was getting very dark, so we were not allowed to be there in the night time. So yeah, after the beauty of Mushpuri top, we started our journey back, feeling both fulfilled and exhausted. So yes, it was a kind of end to the beautiful journey. So when it comes to such journeys, the journey home is never just about going back. It's all about carrying the lessons of the roads with you. That is about travel is not just a physical act of going from one place to another. It's about growth, it's about reflection, and yes, learning along the way. So, whenever we think of a journey, we often focus on the destination, but it is the experiences along the path that truly shapes us. So, this is how we enjoyed our trip. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.